I'm gonna read for 24 hours. I'm gonna read for 24 hours. Yeah, it still doesn't stack. Like, it's still like I'm just terrified. But you know what? I'm gonna do it because they say you gotta face the fear anyways. In order for us to actually get this video started, first thing we need to do is to go to the library. So how about y'all go with me to the library to see the types of books that I am going to choose that we can learn to read them. By the way, does this try to make my head look small? I don't know. Maybe looking at the video, it kind of makes my head look small. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm being paranoid. Let's just go. So as you saw the books that I got from the library, but let's show you clearly. We got first Lisa Jackson, which I am looking forward to read. Noah Roberts, Calm Down Sundown. I just love the text. I just like the cover of this book. It just looks so damn good. Noah Roberts, Private Scandals. I mean, this book just screams love, ambition, obsession. I think I'm falling in love with this book. Can I fall in love with this book? Like, is it possible to fall in love with books? Okay, I'm not sure, but like, this book just looks absolutely amazing. We got the Twilight season, because who doesn't love Twilight? I mean, as much as how Twilight is like watching it when I was a kid. I don't remember. I think I watched it like 4 years ago. I can't believe I'm saying that, but like, honestly, I watched it like 4 years ago, so it was interesting, and I do have an idea what's actually going on in the book, but I don't know. I haven't read the book, so let's see how it is gonna be. So we got Twilight season, New Moon, which is the second chapter, which is the second series of Twilight. And unfortunately, I got pissed off because there wasn't any ellipses at the library. But hey, you know, libraries, honestly, you just gotta be grateful at what they have. So I was actually happy that they have this also Twilight season, and they also have Breaking Down. But I also have an idea what's actually going on with the ellipses. So I don't think I'll be missing out that much. You know what I mean? So as right now is 12:38. I don't know how people see that time. As for right now it's 12:38, so I'm gonna be starting my challenge by 12:40. So which means we got 2 minutes to start getting ready. Which book am I gonna read? Okay, there's a lot. Private Scandals. I don't know. This book just kind of spoke to me. Yes, I did. I'm not going crazy, y'all. This book has great, and it just looks so pretty. Okay, let me read for you. As sparks fly between Fan and Danielle, Ellen pours her revenge, but there's an even darker obsession growing in the shadows. No one is safe. No one. Filled with intense passion, dark obsession, and bitter fruit, Private Scandals is pure and addictive pleasure. See, I can't wait to read this book because it just seems way too interesting. So I'm gonna read this. Me and my book, we're gonna be going good together. So let's see how this gonna be. If you can see the time is, so basically it's 10:30, and I literally regret starting out with this book. Honestly, I regret starting out with this book. I'm not gonna complain about the fact that like how boring. It's not actually boring, but it's so slow paced that I feel like I should have started with Murder Mystery, because I feel like within 5 hours I would have finished this book. And also I had to go to my auntie, so I kind of like stopped the timer because, you know, it's 24-hour challenge, so we're not supposed to like continue with the challenge because it's a 24-hour challenge, which means that I had to stop the timer so that I can be able to come back and renew it. And this book is so good, but the problem with it is so slow paced. Like, I hate it. I mean, like, honestly, I hate that. And I know this is not about like a book review channel, but if I had to basically review this book and actually give it stars, I'll give it like 3 stars based on how slow the pacing is. I mean, I guess it's something that you can read within 3 days, but like since I'm pushing it to reading within like 24 hours, and I'm expecting it to be done with it within like 6 hours, it's not actually like doing what it's supposed to do. So right now I am at, if you have to cancel the 3 hours where I was going to my aunt, and honestly, so I kind of basically read this book for 5 hours, and we're at 188. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm literally just gonna do it because honestly, I'm the one who made this day, and this part is actually getting good, so I'm actually glad that I'm actually reading this book because it's actually kind of like getting good. So let's see how it is gonna go forward. Because like honestly, chapter 190 just seems way too good. Basically, she get like, okay, I'm gonna be like spoiling it a little bit, right? So basically, she got like a stalker who's actually sending her letters every single now and then, and she also got like an ex who literally can get over her every single time. She's also always phoning and always doing this thing, which is kind of getting really intense because for an old dude, he should know how to back up, but he's actually not doing this. So I'm kind of liking how it's going. That's what I'm saying. So let's see how it's going to continue. And I seem not to be finishing this book. Like right now I'm at 300, and right now it's 1:30.
Honestly, I'm getting sick and tired. I was told I'm gonna read this book, but at the same time, I don't know if it's actually gonna work or not. Oh my god! Should I read this book? Maybe you guys will forgive me if I
Leave it and like take another book. Like, would you forgive me? No, I wouldn't. I mean, I promised that if I fail, I'm gonna do a rap battle. And y'all, I'm starting to consider it. I mean, I think it's much better because honestly, this book does
not want to be done. Like, it doesn't. Like, it's not, oh my god. Like, it doesn't. Like, honestly, like, you know what? Okay, let me stop complaining.
So next time when I start talking, I'll be done with the book. Book should I read? Because we are done with this book. I'm done with this book. Even though it was so slow. But I'm done with this book. Yeah. Oh, I literally can't start. I really need to start. Oh my god. Okay, so we got like no Countdown Sunday. Honestly, I'm just gonna read something that is fast paced, and I know that I'm reading the same author twice, but this book just looks like a fast read. And how many pages? Oh god. Okay, this book looks like a fast read, so I feel like I can do that. Which one do you think I should read? Twilight, Coming Down Sunday, Twilight Sunday, something like that. And I actually got like almost like I got 13 hours left. So which means this book should take me 5 hours for me to read, which means then I can be able to have maybe like 6 hours so that I can be able to read the Twilight, which I feel like is going to be a quick read, and also maybe read the Lapses. I'm not sure, but we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do that. So let's start reading and let's see. Okay, let me read you what it's talking about, right? Say Noah Roberts. It says, Cully is accused of murder. Bob's world collapsed. Now she must race to uncover the truth and confront a killer, or lose everything and everyone she cared about. And also said passion, obsession, murder, a lot can happen. Calm down, sundown. Calm down, sundown. Yeah, I'm coming down with sundown because I'm feeling so worked up like I'm looking. This book, I just cannot read. Honestly, I'm so tired right now. I just want to sleep, and this book is not getting me at the fast pace. For something that looks so short, I thought maybe I'll finish it like within like 4 hours or 5 hours. And I feel like this is the type of book where I'm gonna be skimming through it every single time because I just feel like I'm about to sleep, and that's how boring it is. So I'm just gonna read the Twilight season. Honestly, I'm just gonna read the Twilight season because it seems way too interesting. Twilight, New Moon, and also Breaking Down. So I feel like I can read those things, and then within the next 13 hours, let's see how many books I can read. Because honestly, I can't read that book. I'm not gonna lie, I really can't. Like, it's just so boring. It just kind of makes my eyes wanna fall asleep like so fast. So yeah, now I'm reading this book, but I promise I will read it. It's just that thinking about reading it just kind of makes me want to like fall asleep. and crumple and just die. And just like honestly, let's just. I am loving this book because this book is just a fast read. Honestly, like it's been already 3 hours. Like it's like 11 right now, and I have read this book to 162. It's a fast pace, which is something that I kind of like because it keeps my mind active. Not like the first book that I read because it was interesting, but at the same time, it kept my mind disactive because I was like, when am I getting it done? So I felt this rush of, oh, when am I getting it done? With this one, I feel like I'm actually understanding more about the character, but this is one of my favorite parts. Let me show you what it says. Where like Bella says, no, I said softly. It doesn't matter to me what you are. A hard mocking egg entered his voice. You don't care if I'm a monster, if I'm not a human. No! She was silenced, staring straight ahead at him. His face was blank and cold. You're angry, I sighed. I shouldn't have said anything. No, he said, but his tone was as hard as his face. I'd rather know what you're thinking, even if you're thinking it's insane. So I'm wrong again, I challenged. That's not what I'm referring to. It doesn't matter. He coded, gritting his teeth together. I am right, I guessed. Does it matter? I took a deep breath. Not really. I paused. But I am curious. I just love this part. It's just way too entertaining, like a back and forth conversation where you feel like, no, I love you. No, you don't. No, yes, I do. No, yes, you don't. No, I love you because you keep on killing other people. That's why I love you. Like a running down thing. Like I'm dancing with the, yeah, Bella Cappy dancing with the vampires every day. Guys, I'm getting them. I'm feeling this book. Like, I'm feeling this book. I'm feeling this book. So these are the books that I read. I just finished reading Twilight right now. It was a blast. I loved it. It was so interesting to read, and I just felt like, you know what, reading those two books. And actually I didn't finish this one because I only have like 2 to 3 hours left with it, and just by looking at this book I feel like it's gonna give me like another 10 hours to finish reading this book. So if you guys want me to read this book in the next video, then you can very well just tell me that, because another thing, the reason why I did this 24 hours is to see how I can push my limits. And right now I know that if I tell myself to do something and I know that I can do it, then I know that there's a huge possibility that I'm gonna do it regardless of how I feel. And the challenge did not go the way I planned it to go because I picked the worst book first before anything else, and that book was a drag. And that was one of those things. I think this is how things are. As much as you think that you're gonna plan all of these things, you end up realizing that honestly, you're not gonna plan all of them, because sometimes a book does look pretty on the cover, but when you read it, it's more slow paced, and at the same time, you can't even like skim through it, because the moment when you skim through it, you end up forgetting what you are reading. So now here are the pros and cons of reading for 24 hours. The first one is, well, I mean, if you can read for 24 hours and then you push yourself to it, I feel like in mental space you have this thing like, okay, if I push myself to do something, I can't have the ability to do it regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of how tired I am. Like right now I'm tired, I want to sleep, but like honestly it doesn't matter. And another the cons of this thing right now is that you get headaches, you got overwhelmed, and then you start not focusing well, and then you feel like you're just having this huge headache. This Bella person is really interesting. So guys, if you want me to do a review about like all the books that I read, so that I can give you more clarity into them, if you guys want to choose this type of books, which I think they are good, it's just that it depends on your own preference what type of books you like to read. You plan on making more 24-hour or 50-hour challenges of reading to kind of test my limits a little bit and see what I can do. So guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to click and subscribe. And also I just create videos about stories and books. I'm just kind of figuring it out here. So be the best and show up to who you are meant to be. See you in the next video.